What's good? We back with the boxing clinic and more. We're gonna double up with two boxing videos early. It is NFL draft day, so we'll be dropping some draft day content. It's the boxing clinic and more. Like I said, it's your boy CJ Goodfella. And Oscar De La Hoya confirmed that Triple G and Canelo rematch gonna take place September 15th, Mexican Independence Day weekend. And he said, Canelo gonna wail on him. And I told you guys I thought it would be a smart move if Canelo Alvarez, truly is being truthful with himself. If he really took the PEDs or the clenbuterol and whatever he took the first fight, I thought it would be smart for him to fight a lesser opponent, Gary Spike O'Sullivan, to get his body back acclimated to being a clean fighter. I said, if he was dirty. If he was truly clean and didn't do it, then jump right back there and Triple G and prove your innocence on pay-per-view HBO pay-per-view, excuse me. Like I said, this is a real risky, slippery slope. And my A$AP Rocky voice from Dope, it's a real slippery slope for Canelo, because Canelo go out there and give anything less than the performance he gave versus Triple G the first time. He get knocked out, get mollywopped, plummeted, or just get dominated real bad and looks lethargic physically. People gonna say, oh, it's the Peds, and his reputation gonna take even more of a bigger hit. Like I said, when you take anything from a fat burner to a performance enhancing drug to a steroid, clenbuterol, usually stuff of that nature, and you get off of it, your body, that's why people get off steroids, the body start to deteriorate because your body can't find whatever you using no more, it's gone. So your body usually starts to eat itself alive and eat the nutrients and eat the healthy fats, and your bones don't have the nutrients and all the water it needs to, all the muscles the water need to continue to be, good. And when that happens, your body basically starts to eat itself alive and it starts to deteriorate. And for Canelo, like I said, he gonna have to cycle off that shit. He on 6-month suspension, no fine, no hard drug test, so he should be able to find, some way with his PD alleged, supplier to find a good way to cycle off of it and get back to being natural and find something else, as far as a cleaner drug. If he was cheating, I just said if. If he's a clean fighter, and it seemed like he proven to be a clean fighter, but Oscar De La Hoya telling the truth, he want to jump back in there with Triple G, or he had a game plan how to cycle off the clenbuterol and whatever he's taking the first time, because most people thought that he was taking a PED the first time, but it wasn't clenbuterol. That PED took the first time, it bulked him up. He had a neck and all them shoulders and back and traps and tries and all that stuff and buys. So, that's a different ball game. I'm gonna link that article in the description from TMZ as well, where Oscar De La Hoya says that Triple G and Canelo in September, and also the WBC let the cat out the bag the other day as well by saying that Charlo got to face the winner of the Triple G Canelo 2 rematch. To get a shot at the WBC title. So, it's not surprising. It's not shocking. We knew this this just got pitched back 6 months. That's what Canelo got the sack of fluid that sits out his knee to be 100% healthy. And, at the end of the day, he going to ride with Golden Boy, it seems. They're going to continue to promote him. I think that's the right move for Golovkin. That's why you didn't get him pushing this fight back to June and fighting Billy Joe Saunders. You got Vanes Martirosyan. He was so keen on keeping that May 5th date because he knew one thing. He got the benefit of the doubt of fighting a soft touch on May 5th, because people say, oh, this was short notice. It was short notice. So people would accept him fighting a soft touch. And another thing about it was he didn't want to mess up the Canelo rematch. He lusts. He lives for that payday. That payday versus Canelo, it was bigger than, becoming undisputed. And, and it still is. Man, why the IBF, let him fight Vanes Martirosyan, and they didn't sanction it, they didn't strip him. They some clowns too. They want to play like they're the most strict sanctioning belt body, but they want a piece of the cake too. They want a piece of that, them 3% or 2% from Canelo and Triple G in the rematch. And at the end of the day, like I told you guys, the rematch is going to be bigger than the first fight due to all the controversy. As much negative shit that was surrounding Canelo and surrounding this fight, it's just going to make it for a bigger fight. Plain and simple like that. It's going to make for a bigger fight. The controversy, the hype, being back in Vegas, because that's where it's going to be back again, it's going to make it for a humongous fight. It's going to probably do a little bit better pay-per-view. I think the build up is going to be a little bit better. I know people say, oh, this turned me off and this and that. A lot of people say shit turn them off. But it'll get closer to fight week and the build up and the trash talk. And then you got your remote in your hand. And then you say, oh, I really want to watch this fight. You know, you're going to fucking pay for it. The average smoke going to pay for it. For me, you know, I ain't paying for the shit. I didn't pay for the shit the first time. You know, I don't give a fuck about neither one of them motherfuckers, to keep it real. You know, I used to like Canelo, was pulling for him in the first fight, but his bitch ass cheated, so I can't rock with him, man. I can't rock. And then Triple G, yeah, I can sympathize with him, what he was going through, but guess what? He made a lot of dumbass business decisions, and K2 and whoever the other promoter he had before K2, they fucked his career up, you know. You know, they match made it perfectly versus the bums that they put him in there with, and that is what it is, man. I don't have nothing bad against Triple G. I'm just saying his career was a heavenly match made. You know, it was immaculate. You know, he fought guys that had power but no boxing skills, guys that had, you know, slick and speed with no power, guys that had no skills at all. You know, guys that was just coming off fighting, guys were losing records. I mean, that's real, man. That's real talk. And you know, he was match made for this occasion. You know, for Canelo Alvarez, big payday pay-per-view fight. Obviously came up short in the first fight, but most people believe that Canelo had an unfair advantage, and I won't dispute you that in the first fight. You know, in the second fight, we'll see. You know, if Canelo tests clean, which he tests clean in the first fight, allegedly, and you know, last time when they tested him, that was the first time they tested him in Mexico. So that you could tell something fishy in the game going. You know, if I had to root for a guy, I got to root for the clean fighter, Golovkin, or the one that's saying that he clean and Nevada said he clean. I think they sweep a lot of the shit under the rug myself. But, you know, this ain't a fight that I care about. It ain't, you know, I don't have a dog in the race no more. If it didn't or don't happen, I really wouldn't give a fuck, you know, because, you know, Triple G playing the role just as much as Canelo Alvarez is cheating. So, I mean, you know, I don't like what HBO doing as well. Yeah, I like the Danny Jacobs-Luxley fight this weekend with Miller and Dunham. I do like that card. You know, I won't keep it honest, but what Top Rank ESPN is doing and what you know, Premier Boxing Champions is doing is way better than what HBO is doing right now. But like I said, they're gonna have a hitter with this one. You know, this is gonna be a big fight. It's gonna do better numbers than it did the first time, I think, and I think it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a career-breaking fight for Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. If Triple G don't beat Canelo this time and he loses to him for real, like Oscar says Canelo gonna wail on him, Triple G career over with. And I think it's counting down right now. He don't want to face the Saunders, Charlo, Jacobs. He don't want to face those guys with the Andrades for the first time or in a rematch. As far as Jacobs, he don't want to face him. And Canelo, you know, he gonna be left to the wolves. You know, I'm telling you, Charlo beat the motherfucking shit out of Canelo. I'll tell you that right now. You know, Golovkin, I don't know, that's a close fight, but I think he's gonna retire at this fight with Canelo or a trilogy. We gone.